It's a very special spot because when Yaakov ran away from Esav, we all know the story in the Torah, he came to the yeshiva of Shem Ve'aver. So this is the synagogue of Shem Ve'aver right here in Sfat. And this is actually a cave. You can go into the cave. Actually, it's quite active. They use it as a location for Shabbos. And it seems that there was a great history in this cave. So this is the spot that Yaakov Avinu actually studied Torah. And there was more than Yaakov. Obviously, Shem was the son of Noach, and he was also Malki Tzedek, who Avraham Avinu gave basically a tenth miser of his income to. So the Torah study is a perpetual part of life, perpetual part of Judaism. In life, you can only go in the direction that you know to go. And without Torah teaching, this is really what's affecting the world today, is that these quote-unquote liberal ideologies that are not really liberal, what they are is just the same thing that happens in all societies, is people don't want to have morality. They don't want to be sexually restricted in any way. And so they just want that desire within them, just wants to quote-unquote be wild. And so they throw off on kind of these quasi philosophical notions, the whole idea, and then the whole society falls apart, which is what we're witnessing right now in the Western world. But there is another society, and that's the society of truth, the society of God, the society of Torah. It's been going on since literally Noah, with the study of God's word. And when we study them, we do that. And sure, there's parts of the body that wants to be wild. There's a story with Rebbe, who was a great rabbi, and he was a friend of Antoninus, who was an emperor. And they had a debate, when does the Yetzer Hara enter into the person? So Antoninus said the Yetzer Hara actually comes in when the person is born. And Rebbe said, no, it's on conception. Antoninus said if it was conception, the child would claw its way out. But Rebbe said, but then the child would die. He said, even so. And Antoninus, being a Gentile, was a little bit more aware of the Yetzer Hara, and Rebbe agreed with him. In other words, there's a part of us that is just crazy. It just wants to get its way, and it doesn't matter even if it's self-destructive. And then there's another part of us, the mind, which is normal, which is like, okay, well, this makes sense. This is good. This is valuable. And so to be normal, it says that before the coming of the Mashiach, you'll literally have to use the wisdom in your inner heart to remain sane, to be normal. I once met this lady. She was over 100. I like asking these people for advice. I said, can you give me advice? So she said, be normal. And being normal is everything, because it's just using your logic, using your intelligence, using what is higher than your logic, God's logic, to behave and to be a good human being. So let's be normal, study Torah, and enjoy life.